Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mr. Learn English, the podcast where learning English is fun, clear, and simple. Today, we're talking about something very important: job interviews. For many people, doing a job interview in English feels scary, but don't worry, we'll help you step by step so you can feel calm, confident, and ready. I'm Josh, and I'm happy to be here with you today.
And I'm Emily. It's great to be here too. Job interviews can make anyone nervous, but if you learn some easy answers and practice them slowly, you'll do much better.
That's right. In today's episode, we'll talk about common questions, good answers, and simple tips. You can listen, repeat, and even shadow with us to sound more natural.
Let's begin with the very first moment of an interview. When you walk into the room, what should you say?
You can smile and say good morning or good afternoon. Then you can say nice to meet you or thank you for meeting with me today.
Exactly. These simple words help you make a strong first impression. They show that you're polite, friendly, and confident.
First impressions are very important. A smile and a calm voice can already make you stand out.
Now let's move to one of the most common questions. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, yes. That question comes almost every time. Many people find it difficult, but it's not so bad. You don't need to talk about your whole life. Just give short and positive information about your work or study experience.
For example, you can say, I have 3 years of experience in customer service. I enjoy helping people and working with a team.
Or, I recently graduated in business and I'm excited to start my career.
That's good. You can also say, I'm a hardworking person who likes to learn new things and take on challenges.
Perfect. The key is to keep your answer short and positive. You want to sound confident but natural.
Now let's look at another common question. Why do you want to work here?
That's a great question because it shows if you really know something about the company.
Yes. Before your interview, read about the company, learn what they do and what they value. Then use that in your answer.
For example, you can say, I want to work here because your company helps people and creates great products. I want to be part of that.
Or, I admire how your company focuses on teamwork and creativity.
Another example is, I think this position matches my skills and interests, and I want to grow with your company.
Excellent. This kind of answer shows that you prepared and that you care. Employers love that.
Now let's move to another question. What are your strengths?
This one is easier because you get to talk about your good qualities.
Yes. Think about what you do well at work or at school. You can say, I'm organized and always finish my tasks on time.
Or, I work well with others. I'm a team player and I communicate clearly.
You can also say, I learn quickly or I'm good at solving problems.
Exactly. Short, simple, and true. Don't try to say too many things. Choose 2 or 3 good ones and explain them clearly.
Now comes a question that sometimes makes people nervous. What are your weaknesses?
Ah, yes. Many people don't like this question, but it's actually a chance to show honesty and self improvement.
That's right. You shouldn't say something negative like I'm lazy or I don't like work. Instead, say something small that you're improving.
For example, sometimes I take too long to finish a task because I want it to be perfect, but I'm learning to manage my time better.
Or I get nervous when speaking in public, but I'm practicing and getting more confident.
You can also say, I'm not great with technology, but I'm learning new tools every day.
Exactly. That kind of answer shows that you understand yourself and that you're growing. Employers love to see that.
Now let's talk about another big question. Why should we hire you?
Yes, that question means, why are you the right person for this job?
Exactly. This is your chance to show your strengths again and explain what you can offer.
You can say, you should hire me because I work hard and I always give my best.
Or, I have experience in this kind of work, and I know how to help the company reach its goals.
Or I'm motivated and I learn fast. I bring positive energy and I love working with people.
That's great. The goal is to sound confident but humble. You're showing your value without bragging.
Now let's talk about experience. The interviewer might ask, "Tell me about your last job."
You can say, in my last job, I worked as a cashier. I helped customers, handled money, and made sure the store was clean and organized.
Or I worked as an office assistant. I answered emails, organized files, and supported my team with daily tasks.
Yes, that's clear and easy to understand. Focus on what you did and what you learned.
Sometimes they might ask, "Why did you leave your last job?"
That's a good one. Many people say too much or speak negatively, but that's a mistake. Always stay positive.
You can say, "I wanted new opportunities to learn and grow."
Or, I moved to a new city and needed to find a new job.
Or I'm looking for a position that matches my skills better.
Perfect. Short, polite, and positive. Never complain about your old boss or coworkers. That doesn't sound professional.
Next, let's talk about skills. The interviewer might ask, "What computer programs do you know?"
You can say, I know Microsoft Word and Excel. I also use email and online communication tools.
Or I'm familiar with social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram. I can post updates and reply to messages.
If you don't know a program, it's okay. You can say, I don't know that one yet, but I'm learning fast and I'm happy to learn it.
That answer is perfect. It shows a positive attitude and a willingness to grow, which every company wants.
Another common question is about teamwork. They might ask, do you like working in a team or alone?
I like that question. You can say, "I enjoy working in a team because I can share ideas and learn from others, but I can also work alone when needed."
Yes, that's a strong answer. It shows flexibility and balance. Employers want people who can do both.
Sometimes they ask about stress. How do you handle stress or pressure?
That's another good one. You can say, I stay calm and try to focus on the solution, not the problem.
Or when I feel stressed, I take a short break, breathe, and then continue my work with a clear mind.
That's a nice answer. You can also add, I try to plan my work carefully so I don't feel too much pressure.
Exactly. Preparation and time management help reduce stress. Employers love to hear that you can stay calm and focused.
Let's move on to another popular question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yes, that question is very common. The interviewer wants to know about your goals and how long you might stay with the company.
Exactly. You don't need a big or complicated answer. Just show that you want to grow and learn.
For example, you can say, "In 5 years, I hope to have more experience and take on more responsibility in my work."
Or, I want to become really good at my job and continue learning new skills.
That's a great way to show motivation. You can also say, "I see myself still working in this field, helping the company and learning every day."
Perfect. The key is to sound positive and committed. You want to show that you're serious about your future.
Now, here's another common topic: teamwork. The interviewer might ask, "Can you describe a time you worked in a team?"
Yes, that's a question that helps them understand how you work with others.
Exactly. You can say something simple like, "I worked on a group project at my job. We had to finish a report together. I helped organize tasks and made sure everyone finished on time."
Or, in my last job, we worked as a team to solve customer problems. I listened to others, shared ideas, and supported my coworkers.
That's perfect. Employers love hearing examples of teamwork. It shows that you can cooperate and communicate well.
Speaking of communication, the interviewer might also ask, how do you communicate with your coworkers?
You can say, I always try to speak clearly and listen carefully. I think good communication helps avoid mistakes.
Or I use email and chat apps to stay in touch with my team and share updates.
Yes, those are great examples. Clear communication helps everything run smoothly in a company.
Now, here's a question about solving problems. They might ask, tell me about a time you solved a problem at work.
That's a good one. You can answer like this. At my old job, a customer had a complaint. I listened carefully, stayed calm, and helped find a solution.
Or, in school, I worked on a group project. We had a problem with time, so I helped plan a schedule to finish everything before the deadline.
Those are both great examples. Employers like when you show that you can think and stay calm when something goes wrong.
Now let's talk about flexibility. The interviewer might ask, are you flexible with your schedule?
Yes, that question means can you work different hours or help when needed?
Exactly. You can say, yes, I'm flexible. I can work different shifts if necessary. I understand that teamwork sometimes needs extra time.
Or I prefer a regular schedule, but I can be flexible when the company needs it.
That's a nice balance. It shows you're helpful but also honest.
Now let's talk about handling difficult situations. Sometimes the interviewer might ask, how do you deal with conflict at work?
Yes, that's an important question. You can say, if there's a problem, I try to stay calm and listen to both sides. Then I try to find a fair solution.
Or I focus on the problem, not the person. I think respect and communication help solve most issues.
Excellent answer. It shows maturity and emotional control, which are both very important at work.
Now, sometimes the interviewer asks, what motivates you at work?
That's a great question because it helps them understand what makes you happy and productive.
You can say, I feel motivated when I learn new things or when I help customers and see good results.
Or, I feel motivated when I work with positive people and when I can see progress every week.
Yes, you can also say, I feel motivated when I achieve my goals and get good feedback from my manager.
Perfect. The goal is to show that you enjoy doing a good job and growing in your work.
Now let's look at a question about organization. They might ask, how do you stay organized at work?
That's an easy one. You can say, I make a to do list every morning and check things off when I finish them.
Or, I use a calendar and set reminders to keep track of deadlines.
Those are great examples. You can also add, I like to keep my desk clean and my files in order so I can find everything quickly.
Good organization shows discipline and focus, and that's something all employers value.
Sometimes the interviewer might ask, how do you handle a busy day?
Yes, that question tests your ability to manage stress and time. You can say, when I have a busy day, I take a deep breath, make a plan, and focus on one task at a time.
Or, I try to stay calm, organize my priorities, and do the most important things first.
That's great advice. You can also add, I don't panic. I just keep working step by step until everything is done.
Perfect. Employers want people who can stay calm and productive even under pressure.
Another question they might ask is, what do you know about our company?
That's an easy one if you've done a little research before your interview.
Yes, you can look at their website or social media. Then you can say, I know that your company is known for good service and teamwork.
Or, I saw that your company has been growing fast, and I want to be part of that success.
Exactly. It doesn't have to be long, just show that you cared enough to learn something.
And sometimes the interviewer asks, how do you learn new things?
That's a nice question. You can say, I learn by practicing and asking questions when I don't understand something.
Or, I watch tutorials, take short courses, and ask for feedback to improve.
Perfect. That shows that you enjoy learning and that you're not afraid to ask for help when needed.
Now let's talk about honesty and responsibility. Sometimes they ask, What would you do if you made a mistake at work?
That's a very important question. You can say, if I make a mistake, I tell my supervisor, fix the problem, and learn from it.
Or, I don't hide it. I take responsibility and try to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excellent. Employers love that answer. It shows you are honest and reliable.
Let's move to one more common question. What are your salary expectations?
Yes, the salary question. That one can feel uncomfortable, but it's okay if you answer it politely.
You can say, I'm open to discussing the salary and I'm sure we can find something fair for both sides.
Or I'm flexible and more interested in the opportunity to grow with your company.
That's a smart way to say it. You sound professional and open minded.
Exactly. You don't need to say a number first unless they ask directly. Just keep it polite and confident.
Now let's imagine how a real interview sounds. Let's do a short role play to help everyone practice.
That's a great idea. Let's start from the beginning so our listeners can repeat and shadow each line.
Okay, I'll be the interviewer first. Hello, nice to meet you. Please have a seat.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you very much.
Can you tell me a little about yourself?
Yes, I have 2 years of experience in customer service. I enjoy helping people and solving problems. I'm friendly, positive, and I love learning new things.
That's a good answer. Why do you want to work at our company?
I've read about your company online and I like how you focus on teamwork and helping customers. I think my skills match this job well.
Very nice. What are your strengths?
I'm organized, I work well with others, and I always try to finish my work on time.
Good. And what is one weakness you're working on?
Sometimes I work too slowly because I want everything perfect, but I'm learning to manage my time better.
Excellent. That's a very natural way to answer. Let's continue. Why should we hire you?
You should hire me because I'm motivated and I learn fast. I bring positive energy to my work and I always give my best.
That's great. You sound confident and polite. And finally, do you have any questions for us?
Yes, I'd like to know more about what a typical day in this position looks like.
That's a perfect question to ask. It shows interest and curiosity.
Yes, asking questions at the end makes you look professional and confident.
You can also ask, what kind of person do you think is successful in this job? Or what are the next steps in the interview process?
That's true. Asking about the next steps helps you understand what comes after the interview.
Another good question is, what do you enjoy most about working here?
Yes, that's a friendly and positive one. It makes the interviewer feel comfortable too.
After you ask your question and they answer, the interview usually ends. How should we say goodbye?
That's an important moment. You can smile and say, "Thank you for your time today. It was nice speaking with you."
Or, thank you for the opportunity to interview. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Those are great examples, simple, polite, and friendly.
After the interview, if possible, you can also send a short thank you message or email.
Yes, you can write something like, "Dear Mr. or Miss, thank you for the interview today. I enjoyed learning more about your company and I look forward to hearing from you."
That's perfect. It shows good manners and leaves a strong impression.
Exactly. Small details like that make a big difference.
Let's now give our listeners some simple vocabulary and phrases for job interviews so they can remember and use them easily.
Good idea. Let's start with some basic words. Interview means a meeting where someone asks you questions for a job.
Resume means a short document that shows your work experience and education.
Experience means the jobs or skills you have already learned before.
Skills are the things you can do well, like communication, teamwork, or using computers.
Strengths are your good points. Weaknesses are the things you want to improve.
Hire means the company gives you the job. Fired means you lose the job.
Exactly. And promote means you move to a higher position, usually with more responsibility.
Perfect. Those are all useful words to remember.
Now let's go over some common interview phrases again so our listeners can practice them aloud.
Sure. Repeat after us. Tell me about yourself.
I have 2 years of experience in customer service.
Why do you want to work here?
I really like your company and I think this position's a great match for me.
What are your strengths?
I'm organized, friendly, and I learn quickly.
What are your weaknesses?
Sometimes I work too slowly because I want things to be perfect, but I'm learning to manage my time better.
Why should we hire you?
I work hard, I'm motivated, and I always try my best.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I want to grow in my career and learn new skills that help the company.
That's excellent. You can practice these questions every day. The more you repeat them, the more natural they will sound.
Yes, even practicing for 5 or 10 minutes a day can make a big difference.
That's true. And remember, your goal is not to sound perfect, but to sound confident and clear.
Exactly. Most interviewers are kind and patient. They understand if English is not your first language.
That's right. What matters is your attitude, your effort, and your smile.
I agree. A positive attitude can help you even when your English isn't perfect.
Let's talk for a moment about what to do before the interview. Preparation is very important.
Yes, the night before, prepare your clothes, your documents, and directions to the company.
You can also practice your answers aloud in front of a mirror or with a friend.
That's a great idea. When you hear yourself speak, you notice how to sound clearer and more natural.
You can even record your voice and listen to it again.
Yes, that helps you find small mistakes and fix them easily.
You can also practice breathing slowly before your interview. It helps calm your nerves.
That's a really good tip. Many people forget to breathe and then feel nervous or speak too fast.
Exactly. Just take a deep breath, smile, and speak slowly.
And don't forget to bring a copy of your resume and maybe a pen and notebook.
Yes, it looks professional and shows that you are prepared.
Also, make sure your phone is on silent before you walk in.
Good point. Little details like that can make a big impression.
And arrive about 10 minutes early. It's better to be early than late.
Yes, being early shows that you are responsible and respectful of their time.
When you enter the office, smile and be polite to everyone, not just the interviewer.
That's right. Sometimes people forget that the person at the front desk or in the waiting area is also part of the company.
Exactly. Everyone you meet can influence the interviewer's opinion, so always be friendly.
Very true. After the interview, when you go home, take a moment to relax and think about how you did.
Yes, you can write down the questions you remember and think about how you can answer them even better next time.
That's a great learning habit. Every interview makes you stronger and more confident.
Exactly. Even if you don't get the job, you get experience, and that's still progress.
Let's take a quick review of what we learned today.
Yes, we talked about the most common job interview questions and how to answer them simply and naturally.
That's right. Questions like, tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work here? What are your strengths? And what are your weaknesses?
We also practiced some sample answers that are easy to remember and sound confident.
And we learned polite ways to ask your own questions at the end of an interview.
Exactly. We also talked about important tips before, during, and after the interview.
Right, like arriving early, being polite to everyone, and sending a short thank you message afterward.
All these small actions show professionalism and they make a big difference.
Yes, and remember, confidence comes with practice. The more you practice speaking English, the easier interviews will feel.
That's so true. Even if you make small mistakes, it's okay. What matters most is your attitude and effort.
Exactly. A smile, a calm tone, and polite words can make a stronger impression than perfect grammar.
Yes, that's a great reminder. Communication is not only about words, it's also about energy and kindness.
I like that. Energy and kindness. Those are free and powerful.
They really are, and our listeners can practice these interview questions again later by shadowing this episode.
Yes, shadowing is a great way to improve pronunciation and confidence. Just listen, pause, and repeat after us.
If you do that every day for 1 week, you'll feel a big difference in your speaking.
That's right. Practice a little each day. Small steps make big progress.
Exactly. The key to success in English is not doing a lot once, but doing a little every day.
Let's remind everyone that interviews are not tests, they are conversations.
That's a great point. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to show that you can communicate clearly.
And that you're motivated, friendly, and ready to learn.
Yes, those qualities matter more than using big words.
Let's also remember that interviewers are human too. They want you to do well.
That's true. Most interviewers will smile and make you feel comfortable. So take a deep breath and enjoy the moment.
Exactly. Think of it as a chance to share your story and show your personality.
I really like that idea. You're not just answering questions, you're sharing who you are.
Yes. And when you do that honestly and confidently, people remember you.
Let's give our listeners one final tip before we end today's episode.
Sure. My final tip is this: prepare 3 short stories from your experience that show your skills. For example, one story about teamwork, one about solving a problem, and one about learning something new.
That's a great idea. Stories are powerful because they make your answers more real and personal.
Yes, and even if your English is simple, a real story always sounds natural.
Exactly. People connect with stories, not just information.
So true. And my final tip is this: always thank the interviewer for their time. Gratitude leaves a strong and positive impression.
That's perfect. It shows respect and good manners.
Before we finish, let's give a small practice challenge to our listeners.
Yes, here's your challenge for today. Write in the comments one question you might hear in an interview and your short answer in English.
For example, what are your strengths? My answer is I am patient and I always try to do my best.
That's a great example. You can also share what kind of job you want to apply for or what skill you want to improve.
Yes, we'd love to read your answers in the comments.
And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Mr. Learn English for more fun and easy English podcast lessons.
Yes, we post new episodes every week to help you practice listening, speaking, and thinking in English.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends or classmates who are also learning English.
Sharing helps more learners join our community and keep practicing together.
That's right. You're not alone on this journey. Every time you listen and speak, you're getting better.
Exactly. You're already improving, even if it feels slow. So keep going. Don't give up.
Yes, step by step, you'll build confidence and fluency.
You're doing great. Believe in yourself and keep practicing.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you, everyone. We're proud of you for learning and trying your best.
We'll see you in the next episode of Mr. Learn English.
Bye for now, and keep speaking English every day.
Bye, everyone, and good luck with your next job interview.